Hello, I'm Anthony Cifuentes, and I'm here today to tell you why I think I'd make a great fit here at the record label as an A&R intern and also for doing some engineering. Now, I'm 35 years old. I was raised in northeastern Montana in a very rural place, a very rural part of the state, on the Fort Peck Reservation. And this was always, I was always, from the jump, I was always surrounded by music. You know, my mom was always playing music. My grandparents are Mexican. They was always playing the music. You know, plus we had powwows all summer long. Music all over the place. From the first day I ever remember hearing music, I was in love with it when I was just a little tiny guy. And I often would tell my mom, I remember, you know, music when I was in her womb. And, you know, I don't know, I think that was a real thing. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm just making that up. I really believe I could feel the vibrations of the music and stuff playing. You know, like music from Dire Straits, Bob Seger, you know, everybody, Aerosmith, you know, just and a lot of Journey. Journey is one of my favorites by far. The pianos and his voice, everything, you know. And so yeah, music has always just been my favorite thing ever in the world. And I've always wanted to work in music and produce. I didn't know of anything else I could do. I couldn't draw for anything, you know. I was pretty crappy at drawing, so I was like, let's do this music thing. And I started playing piano at a very young age, probably like 8 years old. I never took piano lessons, so I can't read sheet music. That's probably a downfall of mine, but I still can play it, and I was just like, I hear it, and I just play it, you know. And so I'm getting older, right, and I'm trying to figure out, what am I going to do with music? I want to do music, but there's nothing around here. There's really nothing around here. We had a guy that had a studio 13 miles west of town. It was Christian music, and his son was doing music too. He had a Roland MC 307. B Machine, and I was trying to produce with him, but the kind of music I was trying to do, he didn't want. It was just Christian, and so that didn't work out. After I joined the military, though, I got myself a EMU MP7 Beat Machine. I started pounding away on tracks in that when I was overseas in Germany, and you know, I made a lot more tracks overseas because it helped me. It helped me get through. It was kind of like my journal, like my little, you know, it helped me process what happened that day and everything, and so I was like, you know, I want to go to school for this stuff, but I also was in love with the military too at the point. So I was in the kind of stage I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Well, eventually I got in a really bad wreck, broke my femur, and so I was done in the military. And so I was okay. I'll use my money then. So I wanted to pursue this education, audio production, and wholesale was a place I wanted to go to ever since I was 17. Ever since. And a lot of roadblocks and stuff came up, but in between all those times, all those roadblocks came up, I was networking and I was actively producing music and doing tracks for folks, and it's meeting people and getting, you know, from Dope House Records in Houston, Texas, to Bone Thugs and Harmony and their record label, you know, CNO Records, going to events in Beverly Hills, doing all these big things over the years. And I finally get to go to Full Sail and earn my audio production degree. And the tools and everything that I learned at Full Sail really has helped refine all the tools that I had acquired in the past from actually being at these different things, going to different classes, because I took classes prior, learning from my own experience, being in the studio, you know, being on tour sort of with the guys. There was a show that Crazy Bone did in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I was there for that. And behind the scenes, there was one where they're in Orange County, California, performing. There's one Lazy Bone show I did his sound for him. You know, I also worked internship for Indie Power, the Indie Summit, Indie Entertainment Summit, which Steve Obell usually hosts every year, which is Bone Thugs frontman, you know, manager guy. He's managed everybody, Scott Storch, all kinds of different people. I met Jerry Adler, hung out with him, Strange Maine. Strange Music CEO Travis O'Gwyn over the years, and I've got to kind of refine everything going to Full Sail, and even network more with people and create beautiful art, music projects, you know, merchandise, music for merchandise movies, merchandise commercials, all kinds of different things. I first got interested in doing entertainment business stuff was probably the beginning of 2018 when I met Travis Oakwood from Strange Music. I just wanted to produce, but this guy, Jay Warsinski, that hooked me up and I was interning with him, kind of paved the way for me to understand how all of this stuff works, how it all gels together. You know, it's not just, you don't just sit at the studio and make a song and all of a sudden it's on a record that has, no, everything that goes into that, making the album. Then you have someone that's going to do the artwork for it. You got someone that's going to promote the record. You have someone that's going to distribute it for you. And you got someone that's going to market to help it distribute, you know. So all aspects of that I took a lot of wisdom out of about learning these things. And also, especially with Full Sail, learning about copyright, publishing, learning how to network even better has really set a good path for me. And the people I've worked with before, just the network of people, you know, I've got to know what their likes are as far as music goes, because we're not all the same genre of music. Some people like hip-hop, some people like East Coast sound, West Coast sound, you got your down south, you got trap music, you got gangster rap, you got R&B-ish rap, you got all kinds of different genres. Mumble rap, they call it. I'm down for anything, though, because I love music. I love everything about music, you know. And so I think that's why I'd be a great fit, because I just have all this wealth of knowledge that I've learned over the years, and it's got me to the point right here. And graduating from Full Sail with my bachelor's, you know, has helped really pay off. Not only to earn my bachelor's, to learn how to master my craft, but the added things from networking with everybody, from game design students to entertainment business students and photography students. Even though I might not interact with these people on a daily basis, those people are out there that I have met and networked with, and now have the ability, hey man, I have an idea, or if they have an idea for me, hey, you want to earn a couple bucks? We got this project going on. We got this merch we got to put out. We need a song for it. Yo, I need someone to work and mix this, you know. Or I just need someone to help me find a good distributor or something like that, you know. I have all that knowledge from my past experiences. That's why I think I'd be a great fit, because I can bring everything in-house. Anything that we don't have in-house, we can work on changing that. And then we can work on having a better and more profitable future, and even the best interest of our artists, rather than having distribution go through this network. We can have it all go through us instead. You know, I would love to join the team, and I'd love to share my knowledge and be able to progress and keep on networking and keep on building for a bigger and brighter future here at the record label.